is your profession?
Welcome back. Episode 16 of your new favorite podcast.
Motivation, baby.
Yeah, Brit's Motivation, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It
Something
is.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number one's men's mental health and fitness fucking podcast on the planet.
Well, we're trying to get there, right?
It'll get there.
It'll get there. Number one in our hearts, though, right?
Absolutely.
Right? At least in my heart.
Exactly.
All right, so guys, in case you didn't know, you should know by now. And if you don't know, you're about to know. We are your hosts. Brother.
I'm your brother Isaac.
Brother Justin.
Brother Billy.
Glad you guys are joining us, man, on this exciting journey
That's right.
in this exciting ass episode. We got some good shit, man.
One could call it a men's crusade, if you will.
Fucking straight war.
Yep.
Straight war on beta males and simps. That's what it is.
But if you're tired and sick of being a beta male, then I'm so glad that you joined us on this pod.
And if you
Lies.
get butthurt about it, you're probably a beta, or you're probably a simp, or you're just not fucking man enough. So let's fix that. and
What you
figure
got
it
to
out.
do is you got to stay tuned, watch this episode. You might learn a thing or two.
You might.
Hopefully you do,
might.
though.
Well, Isaac, take it away. What do we got tonight?
All right. So me and Justin the other day we were talking about sometimes the best ideas or just any kind of ideas just come out of random spurt, right? So we were talking about how the
Random
NBA
sperm?
spurt.
I thought it said sperm.
No, spurt.
Spurt.
I mean,
Spurt.
it works. Both.
So
Spurt. Spurt is the word.
so NBA versus the WNBA, the numbers, right, of like the sales that they get, because the reality is most people watch NBA, and a lot of people have complained over the years about how the WNBA doesn't get paid as much as the NBA, but we all know that at the end of the day, it all comes down to is sales and numbers and profit margins, right? So a lot of people get upset because feel good, my feelings are in the way of actual reality, but the reality is if the WNBA girls pulled as many sales as the NBA, then it'd be vice versa. So you can't complain at all.
I will say, because women's NBA is picking up a lot of traction in recent years.
I think that's thanks to Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. But the reason behind this conversation is because Angel Reese recently was talking about how, they're going to go on strike and et cetera, on a podcast or whoever's podcast she was on. I don't know. I forget. Who gives a fuck? But they were talking about that and still bringing up the idea that women and the WNBA do not get paid as much as men, and there's a reason for that, and the simple reason is they just not bring that much traction as the NBA does.
So is it because
Plain and
they're
simple.
women, or is it because they just don't bring the same revenue that the NBA does?
It's kind of both, I would say, my opinion.
So
They're women,
you think it's a little
so
sexist?
they're women, so they don't bring in the audience that the men do. That's why they get paid so high. And
Sure.
it's as simple as that. And women still bringing this up is baffling, because I think Caitlin and also Angel Reese, to be honest, had brought a lot more people, actually, more attention to the WNBA. They're, of course, not getting paid millions and millions like the men are, but you have to bring in, at the end of the day, everything is a business. So you really have to rake in those sales and rake in those people in order for them to pay these professional athletes the money that I guess they deserve, if you want to put it nicely.
Sure. I mean, I got some statistics pulled up.
Sure,
The
please.
differences between the NBA and the WNBA.
Oh,
right?
I already know.
It's literally comparisons between the two.
Mm.
And, well, let's start off with the season structure, right?
Okay.
So regular season games for the NBA is 82 games. And keep in mind, I'm not an NBA fan, right?
Yeah, I'm not either, man. I'm
You
not.
know, so I'm going off what the internet tells me here.
And you know
Okay.
what they say? The internet is always right.
Yeah, Abe Lincoln was quoted that, so that's right.
When he was using it as well.
That's right. Yes. Very good. So the NBA regular season games is 82 games, whereas the WNBA game, as of last year, is 40. So it's literally less than half of a regular season for one regular season in WNBA. Okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are 30 teams in the NBA, but there's only 12 in the WNBA. So,
Jeez.
Yeah, and you should see some of their best plays. It is fucking baffling.
I mean, honestly, them fucking
The
chicks would probably ball my fucking ass up
Oh,
on the court.
No, most likely they could ball our asses.
Okay.
But when it comes to the highlights, nowhere fucking near. Nowhere near.
So here's where it gets interesting, right? Is the salaries.
Stupid woman.
This is salaries. So the average salary for an NBA player apparently is about $10 million per year. Right?
Okay.
For a WNBA player, $130,000 a year.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That sounds about right.
And like all of us, we all know one guy that made it to NBA that from our childhood.
Yeah, we know him
If you guys want to
personally.
say his name or not, but you know, we all know a guy.
Max Strus.
We're not-
We always.
Do we get royalties now?
Well,
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like,
Eventually, he'll.
Yeah, all right.
But
fucking Justin, man.
But the average, so for the minimum salary for a veteran in the NBA, and again, this is all statistics I got from the interwebs.
ballpark numbers.
$2 million, roughly, right? Whereas the minimum salary for a WNBA player who's been in the league, sometime, $74,000 on a minimum salary average. Top player salary, $50 million compared to $250,000. And take a guess at who's got the higher salary. Yeah, it's
Definitely the woman,
not. It's
right?
definitely not. No.
So they make good money in the.
So,
I'll tell you that much.
personally, my opinion, I do think it is quite unfair, but at the same time, when you're running a business, you gotta think about the numbers. If they're not raking in enough in order to pay these women the millions, because the NBA attracts so many people, it's just natural.
Yeah.
That's just the fucking
So,
way it is.
I have the numbers for the attendance and viewerships as well as the revenue and valuation.
That's where you got to dig deep in.
This is interesting here. So average attendance per game for an NBA game is about 18,000 fans.
Okay.
WNBA, maybe 6,000, maybe.
Damn, I was close. I had a number in my head. It was 5.
That is 1/3.
And I'm gonna guess that might be for playoffs,
I mean, that just.
right? So here's an example: 2023 Finals viewership average for the NBA was roughly 12.4 million viewers, compared to a 728,000 for the WNBA. And then social media followers, the NBA accounts have 100 million plus, whereas the women's have roughly 7 million on all their social media accounts.
That is, yeah, that's fucking drastic.
But then the revenue and the valuation, this is what you were talking about as far as like the numbers, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is interesting here. So it's talking. Oh, I lost it. No, I didn't. It's talking here. The annual revenue for the NBA is roughly 10 billion plus,
Yeah,
That's with a
let's
B.
Let that number sink in for a bit there.
compared to the WNBA's 200 million with an M.
Yeah, which is
The
like
av-
that's someone's football playing contract, bro. Almost like
Yeah.
roughly 90 million if you're fucking, I guess, a good ass player. I'm not too inclined in sports.
quarterback
So
in,
you guys,
in the NFL makes 200 million easy.
Oh, yeah,
If
yeah.
you're a good quarterback.
yeah,
Even though people say like, okay, like quarterback, like, you know, he's one person on the team, but man, he leads the team, dude. It's a team effort, but he's the leader.
I don't know
on
who
the
the
team,
fuck
dude.
says that shit.
Nah, dude, yeah. In
Who the
football,
fuck don't think quarterback ain't shit?
quarterbacks make or break it. I didn't say they ain't shit. I'm saying people. Football is a team sport, but
Yeah.
the quarterback leads the team.
Well, yeah, I don't know who the people that say that they don't think that.
People that don't know anything about football.
like Justin.
I don't know nothing about football.
Okay,
but
then
even
why
I
are you
know.
speaking too soon?
Even
then?
I
You said-
know.
I didn't say who said.
So
football
check
ain't-
this out, guys.
ahead,
This
man.
is kind
You said the
of
people.
this is also an interesting statistic here. The average franchise value. So like, what's a team worth, right?
Net worth.
in the
basically.
NBA is roughly $3 billion with a B.
Right, for the whole
And that's,
organization,
average,
yeah.
right? For the WNBA, 85 million. And that's
That's a still big
expected to
difference.
rise, apparently. But
We'll see.
I think
right?
so. I think it's got a lot of traction recently.
you guys got the statistics and the comparisons and the contrast between the NBA and the WNBA.
Yeah.
These are all rough numbers. Thank you, Internet. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Come at me if I'm wrong, or if you're some fucking numbers guru. Okay, whatever. But
Let's
the
just
fact
see.
of the matter is, the WNBA is not shit compared to the NBA. Although I will say, the WNBA is gaining a lot of traction in recent years. And like you said, to people like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese,
yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean, I don't even watch sports. And
not a lot of people.
I even know them.
Not a lot of people even know who like Sue Bird is. And she's like the Michael Jordan of the WNBA, as far as I'm concerned. Which I think she might have just retired, or she's still playing. I don't know. Like I said, NBA, the WNBA, not my realm of expertise.
Yeah.
But at least it's gaining traction, you know. I mean, I think kind of going off the cuff here, the UFC fighters are even underpaid as well. You know, even Conor McGregor, he's $20 million a year, and that's Conor McGregor, one of the most well-known fucking fighters.
At the time, he was
Today.
the most famous and successful fighter at his peak.
Yeah.
Him going against fucking Nate Diaz was the greatest show in the octagon I could have seen. It was. It was always a
that's
fucking
the reality, man. Like these guys, he probably makes more on his beverages than he does fighting.
Well, yeah, he doesn't fight
Yeah,
anymore,
that's
so he's got
kind
to
of-
do something, right?
yeah, you're right.
Hey, you always got to open other businesses, man. Don't rely on the fights, especially in the UFC.
Well, yeah, because that's a
they
young-
kind of get
that's a-
underpaid, bro.
Sports are a young man's sport, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's a young man's
To
sport.
be an old man in a young man's sport, that is a
Yeah.
dangerous man.
You're 40 years old in young man's sport. You are old. In any kind of sport,
That's like-
basketball, football.
That's like Tom Brady, dude.
Right.
He played till he was what, like
45.
45?
yeah.
Yeah.
Bro,
You're not
That's-
even,
that's impressive. That's
you're
like
not even
20
close to old.
He did 23
No.
seasons, dude. 24 seasons, dude. That's a long time, dude. The amount of time people used to complain about him, like, oh, he got the most sacks ever. Yeah, you're in it for fucking 24 years. Yeah, I'm gonna get the most record in anything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
There are people starting out young though. They're in their early fucking 20s joining these pro sports, pro leagues and shit.
yeah. You know the quarterback for the Chicago Bears, Caleb Williams. I think he might have just turned 23.
That's crazy, man.
Maybe.
That's
Maybe.
crazy.
no, that's like when Tom Brady went against the Bears, right? And like Justin Fields at the time was
Not
literally, he literally was born when Tom Brady joined the NFL.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
That's
see,
fucking
that
hilarious.
shit's man.
That's hilarious. Yeah, but
God
that's a
bless
whole
them,
that's a
though.
whole nother rabbit hole. But yeah, that's the thing, man. You just look at the contrast, you know.
Yeah, so for, you women going out there starting shit, why you don't get paid this or that, whatever, dude. You got to bring the numbers in. You bring the
Oh.
numbers in.
Speaking of women, that transitions nicely
Corporations.
into a topic that you want to talk about, right?
What, man?
You want me to read the quote?
Go ahead, man. Read it.
'Cause I know you don't know off the top of your head.
This is gonna be good.
Oh, jeez. That's why I want to get into it real quick.
Let me get comfy because Justin's about to go the fuck off.
like he always did before. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll read the quote that Justin saw.
Only I have an opinion on this. Nobody else.
So Justin, sometimes we run into quotes on social media that strike us, right? And we're like, damn, okay. I want to delve
When you see
into
it a
this.
couple times and you read comments,
So the quote was, a submissive woman actually controls a man, period. This will go over 90% of people's head, period. Justin, period. What's your comment, period? Just fuck with you, but go ahead.
That's
I
fucking-
mean,
That's fucking crazy.
I'm sure both of you guys got an opinion on this as well as I
Of
do.
course. What, I don't got no tongue? Yeah, we got
But-
opinions.
This shit drove me nuts because people were actually kind of agreeing with that. And what I believe, from my perspective, is that it's just psyoping men into accepting shitty women. Women nowadays, at least from my perspective, the women I've seen, women I've been with, they don't want to be submissive anymore. They want to be masculine. They want to be fucking, they want to be in toxic relationships and all this kind of shit, and they want to do what they want to do.
They want to be the thing that they didn't have in their life, And that's where the masculinity comes in. They didn't have a masculine figure growing up.
Yeah, so they
Let's be
become
honest.
the masculine
You guys
figure,
want to go
right?
over numbers of the fatherless homes? We did that a few episodes ago, and that was
you guys
in-
should definitely go check out. By the
and
way.
that was in regards to we're talking about sons growing up being fatherless, man. Not even about daughters. Right? I got one of each, man. Like I'll be damned if my daughter grows up fatherless. I will tell you that right fucking now.
No, that ain't shit.
I refuse to let my daughter grow up fatherless because these fucking fatherless, godless heathens that are out there now that claim that OnlyFans is an honest income.
Yeah, honest living.
Fuck yourself.
That's crazy,
Go get a
bro.
job, you fucking whore.
It's like me jerking off on camera and saying like, "Yeah, dude, it's an honest living." It's not. Even if that did gain traction, it's still not.
Where's the respect for sex workers? There isn't any.
Nowhere. Go
Yeah, there
go
is.
join the left. Join the left. They agree with that shit.
Yeah, go put your foxtails on. Go paint your hair. Go fucking
Yeah.
scream in your safe spaces.
Call
Let's
yourself
go.
a furry.
Yeah.
All that kind of
None
weird
of these
shit.
people, none of these girls thinking like, oh, hey, like your looks don't last forever. What are you gonna do for the next 40 years after your looks die?
They retire, bro. They're able to retire,
No,
and
you-
that's it. They spend all their money, and then
You can't. You just can't do it.
oh well.
They suddenly look
They're
for
burned through that
stable
money.
men to provide for them,
Exactly.
and maybe the 3 or 4 kids that they have with 3 or 4 different
Yeah,
men.
which you basically see on dating apps.
And now men aren't
Nowadays.
shit.
every swipe.
Men aren't shit, right? If you need to drive out to me in order for me to see if I'm gonna like you or not.
Yeah.
What you saying
So
that a
then-
little bit ago, Justin? Before we got on camera here,
Yeah, that's,
right.
that's a whole rabbit hole.
fucking
But
crazy.
yeah, basically, if you live from another, she's almost 40 years old, got multiple kids.
The online.
Hey, you better
dating-
drive out to me first
Ugh.
if you're from another state about 200, 300, 400 miles away. Drive out to me first. So if I waste your time, I can drive 20, 30 minutes down the street to go home while the dude's got to drive like 2-3 hours. I'm not saying I went. I'm not saying I even spoke to her. But that's the type of entitlement that I see in women nowadays. Not even like, 20-year-olds. It's almost 40. I'm like, who the hell are you to demand
Man, spitting
that kind of fucking shit
spit in that girl's face,
to
bro.
a man? I
Spit in that
ain't
bitch's face.
fucking go balls deep in
You know,
that. That's
let
for
me-
another day.
Let me say one thing before we go rabbit holing here, right?
Yeah, no. That's
So-
topic at hand.
A lot of women claim to be high value women, right?
They all 99.9% of them do.
All right, cool. Do a lot of men claim to be high value men?
No. We go off of what others fucking insinuate about us.
Okay, so that's my point, right? I don't consider myself, well, I do now, as to be a high value man, right? I didn't prior. It took people to tell me, right? But these women come fucking running out the gates, fucking legs wide open, no fucking clothes on. Their shit's all over the fucking internet. Or they just are looking for fucking validation and attention. I'm a high value woman. I need a high value man. No. You are a low value woman, and therefore you get what you got because you are low value.
No.
No.
You didn't respect yourself in the beginning, so why do you expect somebody to respect you now?
Look, if you can't respect yourself, don't expect anyone else to respect you.
And let's flip the table, right? Because we're going to get people going, oh, well, you can say the same thing about a guy. Yeah, sure, bro. Sure.
Yeah, of course.
You get some fucking loser that refuses to get a job, right? Or, maybe has a bunch of fucking kids because he can't wrap his shit up.
Or
he's
is
just
in and out of
irresponsible.
jail quite a bit.
Man, I see that all the time, bro.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. And then what's crazy is we see these women stick with these guys, though. Why? Because you think that they can change them? No. You're not changing anything. Low value stays low value. Why is low value stay low value? I'll tell you why. Because there's no self-respect, man. You have to literally look into the face of death. Not like physical death, but like
Rock bottom.
Rock bottom. My life is over, right? I'm going to hell if I don't change my fucking ways, death, right? Like you are looking at damnation for the rest of your existence. And then you got to go, damn, I don't want that. I can't have that. All right, cool. Fuck that. See you later. The nice thing about rock bottom is that you have nowhere else to go. You can't go any lower. You can only go up, man.
Yeah, that's a good point.
When people are at rock bottom, they think their life is over.
Yeah.
Man, no. That is the greatest opportunity for you to restart your whole life. You literally can rewrite your book from rock bottom the way you want. Right?
And there have been a lot of people that have.
Legacy. I talk about legacy, maybe not on here a lot, but, you know, amongst my peers. And I probably talk to myself, to be honest. But
I think
Right.
we all do as humans.
legacy, man. Leave your legacy. What do you want to be known for? Remembered for? When you pass on, what do you want people to take from you and to take with them and further on the generations? Something that they can keep that's wholehearted, right? Like that you were able to make a difference, right? Leave your legacy, man. What do you want that legacy to be? You want to be a fucking simp bitch and go spend, you know, hey, I found $7 in my couch. Cool. Now I can go see the girl I grew up with. I could see her finger fucking herself, right? That's crazy, but that's the honest to God fucking truth, man.
Because if you leave no legacy, you will be forgotten.
Right. Do you want to be remembered for that shit? Or do you want to be remembered as being a beacon of hope for men everywhere? For your kids. If not men everywhere, for your kids. If not for your kids, for yourself.
But even the people that left a shitty legacy, they don't get talked about as much as people that leave great legacies, you know? They don't.
Well, I mean, it depends how bad your legacy is, bro. There's some historical figures that
that's a good point. It's like
Yeah.
Hitler.
If we
yeah.
even, yeah,
I
all
can
right,
say.
well, there's the fucking band. Holy shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, we got to talk about this shit on the channel, man. I'm tired of people putting the asterisk on words. And no, fuck that. Unfiltered here.
a lot of shit he did, bro. Fuck you know.
A lot of shit, yeah. Or
But-
Christopher Columbus. We still talk about him till this day, even though he was the greatest human
No, that's a
being.
good point.
He was-
I'm glad you corrected me on that. That's a good point, man.
He was looking for India, and he discovered
Yeah.
North America. That's why the Native Americans are called Indians, because he called them Indians, and it just stuck.
He also slaughtered people, so I mean, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Well, slaughtered them,
I wouldn't
disease.
say, I wouldn't say he's a good human being, but I mean, that's what people did back in history. They always conquered things. Even you see it till this day with Russia and Ukraine. It's just all about conquering, man. That's what they've always done.
And that's all humanity will ever know. You know, hey, one of our favorite game series of all time, Fallout.
Oh yeah.
What is the opening fucking quote?
fucking hell? I even got
War. War never changed.
Never changed. Ron Perlman, by the way. If you guys didn't know that.
Hellboy, Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy, one of the best shows
Wow.
ever.
Unbelievable.
That shit was good. But
Yeah, that's
yeah,
a
I'm
lot.
saying it's like humanity without war. Like it's not gonna happen, man. You know what I mean? It's if you're thinking about humans without war, it's dystopian fucking fantasy that you live in. You know. Sadly, I mean, yeah, we all wish for peace, but you know,
Peace is
humans are animals.
the cost of violence. Peace and prosperity is the cost of war, violence, and suffering.
I mean, that's why I really think governments were created, because like humans are just so naturally destructive, and like
We can't be trusted to govern ourselves, so we elect officials to make decisions for us. But what did I just say? We elect them, right? We, the people, have the power to put the people in charge. We put them up there,
At least in America.
at least in the free world, right? Now,
At least here.
America, great again.
look, if you're from
if you're from
Any
Your
other
father-
fucking country
China.
if you're
besides the
if you're
EU.
a fucking communist, it doesn't work that way, right?
Yeah.
you get 2 kids, that's it.
Even Russia too. Putin's always going to be president because he's the most seen on TV. That's how they vote there. Whoever most seen on TV, they just win.
Yeah?
That's like
That's what I've heard from a Russian person who actually lives there. So I mean, that's what he said.
Yeah, Kim Jong.
Duh.
Kim
So I'm
Jong.
lying. Then I'm lying.
Kim Jong Onion. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's. Yeah,
That
he's
fucking
gonna be there
slob.
forever.
So let's talk about the submissive woman action.
Yeah, let's get back to it. We
being
we,
in
we want to go a
control of a
tangent,
man.
but sometimes it happens.
Leave a legacy, brothers. Leave a legacy.
So first, Justin
Yeah.
gave his opinion on
and
that.
do not be psyoped by that bullshit fucking take. These women just do not want to be women anymore. They don't want to be in touch with their feminine side. Fuck that.
I do want to hear
It's not
all of our
true.
opinions on this one. So Justin went first. I mean, I know he was still going about it. but
No,
yeah,
I
go.
basically explained it. It's a psyop. Don't fucking listen to that shit, okay?
So
It's garbage.
Isaac, what do you think?
So I want to say this again. So a submissive woman who actually controls a man. This will go over 90% of people's heads, dude. So a submissive woman. So a woman that so for example, when I come across, whenever, even if it's someone out in public or you come across a girl and you talk to her, whenever I come across a submissive woman to me is a girl that she gives you that nice soft tone. She's very polite. She has good manners. She makes you tell yourself, damn, holy shit, I wish I saw more of you. And then sometimes you'll come across a girl that's very blunt, that's very too much out of her own comfort zone as being a actual chick, as being an actual
She's more
girl.
masculine.
She's super masculine. She's just to a guy, it's disgusting,
Yeah, so
But she thinks, oh, I have to be this way in Western Hemisphere. No, you don't, because if you go on the other side of the world, you're like, holy shit. That's why a lot of guys, and I know a guy personally that he goes to Mexico. He's like, dude, the Mexican girls out in Mexico are so different than Americans. Just, oh, I wonder why. Because the tone, they go to the grocery store, they dress up to go to the grocery store. The girls go to the grocery store over here and they look like dudes. They look like dudes.
yeah.
It shouldn't be that
So-
way.
I went and got a new arm piece done recently, and my artist and his apprentice, I think best friend, they're Mexican, they're Hispanic, right?
Mhm.
And they come from very traditional households.
Yeah.
And they were telling me that in the traditional Mexican or Hispanic households, the men don't do anything around that. Well, that's a little wrong. Let me reword that. The women take the majority of the workload around the house, right? The women will all do the cooking, will all do the cleaning, while the men go out and provide, and make sure that there's a roof over their heads. The women make sure that there's food in their bellies, and the men make sure that they have a bed to sleep in. Is basically what I got out of it, right?
Tradition.
So I thought that was pretty cool, and that should be worldwide, right? Honestly, do I think that women should be, submissive in the household and this and that? No.
Well, it depends the way you define submissive. People think
Right.
submissive is they like to accuse of, oh, you're a slave.
Right, like
that has nothing to do with being
like
submissive.
like back in
Like
the
at all.
fucking 50s and
yeah,
like
dude.
60s.
Okay, no.
Honey, I'm home. Why
Nuclear
don't I-
housewife was what they
Basi-
call
Why
it.
isn't my plate
Yeah.
of dinner ready? Whack!
Yeah.
Like, yo, no, we can't do that.
You didn't have fucking dinner, man. No, that is crazy shit. No, we're not on
That's-
the
no.
fucking television show of that and back in black and white days, but it's just not being fucking masculine, man. Why the hell do women feel the need and want to be masculine? It's disgusting. It's not intimidating. It's just unattractive.
There needs to be
At
a
least for men.
balance. 100%. There needs to be a balance between men and women, right? The perfect balance. Traditional households. Women cook. Women clean. Women make sure the house is good to go. Make sure that the kids are taken care of and fed and right.
Right, you're nurturing. That's
Guys,
what
like,
women do. They nurture.
I will fucking tell you guys
it's in
this.
their fucking instincts.
Between
They're
bo-
born to nurture.
between both these
That's
guys.
why they're able to give birth.
Between both these guys right here, I've dealt with women in the workforce for my whole fucking working career, and they are not built to fucking be managers. They're not built to lead. It's gonna sound sexist, but they're not built for it. Because the problem is, women naturally don't have as much testosterone as men. So when women are put under
Because
pressure, I see it countless times. They're
The
put under
dominant
pressure.
hormone in a woman is estrogen.
Right,
I don't-
exactly.
Like, in case you viewers didn't know that,
You know that?
women are women because of the chromosomes. Yeah, sure, but their dominant hormone is estrogen.
Yes, that's
Us
where,
men is testosterone.
Right. So
that's where the
tests.
natural manipulation and beauty
I've
comes.
seen in many scenarios all the fucking time for many years over and over, and I will eventually for the rest of my fucking life. Women, when they're put under pressure and they are put under pressure, they start to run on adrenaline because they don't have enough testosterone to combat that. When men are put under pressure, they have enough testosterone to deal with pressure, and this is always going to be a thing in the workforce between men and women. That's just the fucking truth. You guys can accept it or not.
It's the way
Take
God
it or
made
leave
us,
it.
man.
That's it.
I mean,
So you're saying that we're more built for
pressure.
pressure and
Yes.
the stress.
yeah,
whereas-
that's
stress,
why a lot
yeah.
of dudes are CEOs now.
Right.
Don't get me
When
wrong.
girls-
There are women who are
when
CEOs.
girls get stressful,
they're very
When
successful.
a girl's put in the same stress
but
situation
mostly
as,
men.
as a man, and I've seen literally A and B, the girl, her face will start to get red. She'll get stressed out. She'll fucking freak out. A guy put in his same position, his face, same facial expression, cool as a cucumber. He just moving faster. That's the only difference.
now I will say it depends on
seen
what
it
dude.
so many
'cause
fucking
there are
times.
dudes that do freak out as well.
I've seen it so many fucking times.
Majority.
That's because
That's a
those
fucking bitch.
dudes, the way I like to put it, those dudes
Soy boy.
allow the estrogen to take over instead of their testosterone. But that's just
Right.
me.
But we do got to throw
That's-
that one out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people think, okay, all men are the fucking same. Like, no, they're not.
No.
But for the majority, let's say that, yeah, they're meant to deal under pressure. That's why even men are CEOs of beauty fucking stores and shit. Like Ulta, the guy's a fucking, he's a CEO and he's a dude of a makeup store, cosmetic store. You know what I mean? Everyone knows Ulta, of course. But
Now, I will say this, and I got a hot take I want to run by you guys here. And I think it's going to be a good one. But I will say this, though, that women are more detail-oriented when it comes to managing and, like, setting up tasks and basically getting, like, an itinerary going.
Like
right?
in administration league kind of stuff.
Administration. Thank you. Yeah. Administration-wise, I think women are phenomenal in that role because they're so detail oriented about everything.
I think that's
Right.
why. Well, that honestly, Bill, I do agree because that's I think why a lot of women are, they you know they're at the desk at any place. You can think of any place. They're mostly clerks or fucking they're HR, they're head of HR departments and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's mostly a women type of job, and that's not to be sexist or anything like that. It's just what it is. Like you go to a nail salon, for example, it's mostly women in there. There are some dudes, don't get me wrong,
Sure.
but it's going to be mostly ran by women. And it's like you go to construction sites, it's mostly dudes. I mean, women can do it. I know women construction workers,
I
but
see women construction workers all the time.
it's
right, but
not
not
likely.
nearly
It's-
as many as the men.
right, it's not likely. So it's like you women can do other things, you just don't want to, or the pressure of it, and especially when it comes to being pregnant as well. So that takes parts in workforces as well, which
Totally.
not a lot of people think about because when they get pregnant, they have to go on leave for months. That's why they're not given higher positions.
The wage gap stuff, yeah.
Yeah, the way, once they get pregnant, they're out for months and months and months. Who the hell's going to run the company if you're a CEO? And you get pregnant. You decide to get pregnant. Not a lot of people think about that shit, man, but that's why there's kind of a difference in wages and shit like that. Man could just nut in a bitch. She goes to work the next day. Even when she's giving birth, he'll take a couple days
that's
off
why
and that's it. But she's off for months.
That's why, I love what Andrew Tate said, but he can only say it on Rumble now. But he's like, babe, you're too slow. Like, this is why guys have 40 wives, because she's sitting for 9 months pregnant. I can go get someone else pregnant. I'm not waiting 9 months. If a guy could, like he said, if a guy could have a baby, it'd be like in 2 weeks.
Force that fucker
we
out,
move
dude.
faster.
He said it's a skill issue. I remember this fucking. I remember that fucking clip,
because
dude.
you know why? We just piss it out of our dicks, and that's.
He said,
like, all right, gave
9
birth,
months?
all right.
Give me 2 weeks. I'm like,
Right.
what the fuck?
No, that was some real shit,
Like,
dude.
no, that's fucking hilarious, man. That's no way.
Oh man! Now, don't get me wrong. There are women who, when they're pregnant, they work. They still work out. I've seen women who are
Oh
like,
yeah.
they're like full on pregnant, and they're still doing deadlifts and shit, which I don't recommend it, but I have seen it. So don't get me wrong.
But
There are those women out there, but I'm just saying the difference. That's why.
Like,
you
yeah,
know,
it
that
can
stuff
sound, it can sound, it
exists.
can sound outlandish, but like for me, I know what he's talking about. I know his point. I know
Yeah.
the point got across to me. I know what he means,
Yeah.
but it's true.
Right.
And it's true in a way.
Natural way of life, man. And that's
So
all,
let me
you
say
know.
this about the whole submissive.
Yeah. So I gave my take. Go ahead, brother.
A submissive woman is an obedient woman. An obedient woman is loyal to her man, right? Although, and let me say this. To be submissive, to be obedient, does not mean that you just lay over. You
Yeah.
roll over, you lay down, the man does everything. No.
Where's my fucking dinner? Oh, here it is, master.
Right. Yeah.
No, that's you guys are fucking crazy if you think that shit.
Not talking about
No.
that, right? So no. What I'm saying is the woman respects the man
The
as
man's
being the head
leadership.
of the household, the head of the relationship, being the head of the family, granted if they have children,
Mhm.
okay?
Exactly.
Trust that man to be the spearhead, the front of your entire existence now. Right? So that's what I mean by being loyal and obedient is what you have to have that trust. If you have that trust, you have that security blanket that allows the woman to be more in her feminine energy, which a lot of women are afraid to be in because
yeah, I don't know honestly why. I don't know what happened in society.
because I've been fucked over before. Yeah,
Yeah,
because,
so have men, but
hate to say it, you let them hit it raw, you fucked up, right?
yeah, now you want one of us to take care of your fucking 2, 3, 4, 5 kids. I don't want to do that. Why? I don't have kids of my own. Why the hell would I want to take care of yours?
Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy.
Just saying, but Bill, you explained that very well because that's what it means. It means a woman, she trusts your instincts, she trusts your intuition and your thought process and your logic when it comes down to things.
Yes.
That's what it means. It's not just fucking what you said, just rolling over and being like, hey, bitch, where's my dinner and shit like that. No, that's what a lot of people think submissive is. It's not porn, dude. We're not talking about fucking porn. We're talking about just real life relationships.
Yeah. And so going along with that trust, there's going to be respect. At the end of the day, us men, we want respect out of our partner in our relationship.
Not even women can fucking do that nowadays.
Right?
simple
Because
shit.
they can't trust us. Why can't they trust us? And this leads into my hot take, and I want you guys' opinions here. The goal of our podcast here is to help men, young men of all ages, to, hey, quit fucking up. Get out of your shitty ways
Right. Exactly.
so we can advance further as a society. Maybe. That would be great, right?
Yes.
So, but not only that, but it's also to expose the vile, wretched women that are out there in the world, right? So we need to make our brothers aware that these creatures, these works
Basically, succubus.
of these succubuses
Succubi.
exist. Succubi. Succubi. Like,
Yeah, succubi.
they exist, man, right? But here it is. Is it our fault that women are the way they are now? Is it our fault?
I'd say yeah.
Men as a whole.
I say yes.
Did we cause this to ourselves?
Yes.
Or is this something that's been festering and has been let loose without any control and it's just vile and malicious towards us? Or is this a product? Is this something that we are paying the price for because of just how we have been over millennia?
I like a quote that I came up with. It begins and ends with the man. It began with man in society to lead women and lead the household and everything, and even back in caveman days, and it ends with the man.
It started with Adam.
It ends with the
didn't
man.
start with Eve. It's
Right.
not Eve and Adam. It's Adam and Eve.
Right, and guess what? When the girl leaves the guy, guess what? Who's last? Who's left behind? It ends with the man. He's in. However you want to look at it, it begins and ends with the man. You know,
So you're saying that because women are
he
the way
came
they are
first and
these
he's
days,
last.
it's our faults.
It is because honestly,
for me,
I
100%.
I think me and
100%.
I can kind of agree on this that we truly believe that
Because
if there were no simps, there were no there was not a single man out there that would allow women to get away with what they get away with, women would eventually stop acting like this.
Because if
at least part of it.
if you come
Because I know
across
women
such-
encourage each other, they brainwash each other to nasty shit. Like, oh, you're an OnlyFans girl, like, haha, cool. Now all your friends are OnlyFans as well.
But-
So they're all gonna sit there and encourage each other.
But look at
Words of encouragement.
But look at the deep roots, though. It began with her dad, not leading her the right. So it began with a man. You know what I'm saying? To lead this.
The root of all problems for us as men, as a society, started with us.
It is.
That goes back to your quote. It started with us, and it's going to end with us. It's our fault.
It's our fault.
It is. Why do you think OnlyFans exists, man? Because men fucking pay for it. Men go watch it. They pay for it. They subscribe.
So
If none of them subscribed, most likely none of these chicks would be doing it because they're not making money off.
So if any chicks think we're bashing women as a topic, no, you're filtering out what we're talking about because it begins. I'm putting all the pressure on
Yeah,
myself.
and you're probably one
I
of these
put all
girls
the
that we're
pressure on
talking about.
myself.
That's why you're fucking commenting bullshit.
Right.
Because the good chicks agree with us. The good ones agree.
Actually,
The bad ones don't.
good women, which there are not a lot of good women nowadays, at least as far as I've seen.
If a chick is agreeing with us, I consider her a good chick, at least in some kind of good sense, you know.
Because I believe that all the problems that we're coming to that came to fruition with women these days, it is our faults.
Yeah, in 2025.
Example, let's say I know somebody who was with someone for 7+ years.
Right.
What was the background of that man's partner? Oh, parents are divorced. Dad cheated a few times, left, this and that. So now that woman is a vile creature who abuses the system. Where did that problem come from? How did it start? Oh, I know. Her father, a man wasn't there to get the act right in her fucking head. So therefore, she was able to run rampant.
Right.
And the product of that is still evidence to this day.
100%.
And good people, pay the price for it. And it's left unchecked. It's left as acceptable. Why? Because society says, you do you. You are a strong woman. You don't need no man.
Ew.
No, but hang on. That woman is taking tens of thousands of dollars a year from some man. For what? Isn't it supposed to go towards, food, shelter, clothes, not herself, the children, right?
No, it's going on something else.
No, it's going to herself, man.
So I always think to
So-
myself,
Parties, vacations.
hold on a second.
And in this whole situation, the man who has to pay, and if he doesn't, he goes to jail. He gets locked
the
up.
man is threatened because of a shitty woman.
So
yes.
I think to myself about that, about scenarios like that.
I will
all
say
the time.
this though, before you go any further, this man in this hypothetical here has nobody to blame but himself at the end of the day, because he chose to go into this situation knowing how volatile it was with all of those red flags, let's call it what it is, but chose to stick it out and stay. Right? I mean, looking at it from an outsider point of view, that's what a lot of people would say, right? Hey, you fucked up, dude. Your fault.
Yeah.
You ever hear of the expression young and dumb?
Yeah.
What do I say about experience and knowledge?
Knowledge comes with experience.
Well,
Experience.
what does experience come from? Just going through it. No knowledge of anything. Right?
Wait, my bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right, yeah.
Experience
Comes with knowledge.
goes with knowledge.
Goes with knowledge. Yeah.
Right? Knowledge comes with the experience. The experience does not come with knowledge. You have to go through it raw first before you get the knowledge that's going to provide for you later.
So basically, got to raw dog it.
You got a raw dog life until it fucks you back, and then you go, you know what? I learned from that. I know better now.
Right. So
Right.
okay. So what I wanted to say was, you always think about these guys that went through these shitty situations, and I hope one day, I wonder myself, would they get their payback? Will the men that get screwed get their payback one day? And I think this to myself all the time. And since I don't know the answer, and I don't know, that's up in the air. So for me personally, that's why as us men we have to protect ourselves, because we don't know if we're ever gonna get our payback. But do I want to fucking wait for that payback? No. So the best thing a guy can do is try to protect himself. You know what I'm saying? From getting in those situations, right? And
I feel like I could answer your question.
if you can, go ahead, man.
The best payback possible is to be as successful as you can be without any regard for the person who put you at your lowest. To be vindictive towards somebody who was cruel to you and just was malicious and had no good intent for you, used you, threw you away when they were done with you, but they keep you around because they can still suck the energy and resources out of you, and you have no say about it. The best payback possible for that situation is just live your life, be the best you can be, and just know that you made it. At the end of the day, you made it. You survived. You're good.
That person will get her payback by being alone, never finding true love, I suppose. Let's put it that way. No man want to be with someone like that.
So we're
Not
talking
hypothetical.
I guess like
world.
so I guess the chick the succubus will see the long term payback. I guess.
Yeah, well, she's 30, 40, 50. She alone, single. She'll know. She'll know.
That's it, man. A lot of
She'll
those,
know,
a lot
man.
of those old cat ladies, man.
Yeah. Angry cat ladies.
Yeah, I wonder why they're
No,
by
no, yeah.
themselves.
You know,
Themselves with
Your
10,
behavior is
15
nasty.
cats.
It's bitter.
I wonder
sour.
why. I wonder why.
everybody imagines when you get to the end of the road, there's going to be a finish line. There's going to be people cheering for you. No, not always. Sometimes the best possible thing for somebody who did wrong to somebody is for when they get to the end of the road, there's nobody there waiting for them. There's no finish line. There's nothing there.
It's like those OnlyFans girls, bro.
So take that for what you will.
Unless you guys are consensual with using each other, that's very different.
Yeah, but even then, that's some beta fuck shit. I don't like that, dude.
Yeah, I'd do it.
Well,
I'd do it. Like, if a girl wants me for something, then
you want fun.
I want her for something, then yeah, that's just fun to me.
You want
it's
fun.
Not relationship. It's not feelings.
Have
It's not
fun.
emotion.
Right.
You know, just stuff.
That's a different metric, man.
You want fun.
Well, I just want to
have
throw
fun,
it out
dude.
there for the gentlemen out there, man.
Just know that if you're gonna do that with your partner, newsflash, that's not your partner. Why?
Yeah, right.
Why? So why would your partner flash their privates to the world, but claim to be loyal to you?
Now that's a whole different ball game.
You know,
I'm just talking about. Look,
you say that, but like, I'm gonna throw some names out there because you know I watched a couple YouTube content creators and like we know a couple of the names. So Andrew Wilson versus Playing with Fire, right? Playing with Fire, he's a PUA, a pickup artist, right? He's like and Andrew Wilson's a fucking regular traditional fucking man. And
yeah, he's a Christian man.
But he opened my eyes to something. He said hookup culture is for degenerates. Why is it
think
for
so,
degenerates?
yeah.
Why? Because
It is.
you're creating more hoes, 304s.
Well, what if they
Might
were
be
already
sad.
hoes? Because that's why I'm doing it in the first place. This bitch is already a hoe. She ain't a housewife. Might as well use her. She want to use me. I want to use her.
For
You
YouTube,
will
I should have said
never.
304, but
It's too late, brother.
we're
You will never turn a whore into a housewife.
Oh no!
Now, if you turn a good girl into a hoe, then that's a fucking problem. Now you are
And
legitimately creating hoes.
That goes back to Isaac's point.
Exactly.
It begins with the man, ends with the man.
But don't be
That
doing
is a
that shit.
product
You got to
of
go,
men.
woman. Do not turn her into a fucking hoe or a thot. None of that nasty shit.
Okay,
but
so-
if this bitch is already a hoe, you met her at a club. She just want to, get down,
But-
do some nasty stuff, whatever it
But
is.
the reason why I hate the PUAs is because they are creating more 304s, right? You're creating 304s. We are trying to fucking limit that. We're trying to create a better society, right?
Yeah.
We're
I
men.
agree.
We're
That's
trying
the goal, at least with this podcast.
Right, exactly.
But at the same
So-
time, I gotta admit, man.
So when we motivate brothers, we're not just motivating them in different ways. We're motivating them to like have high class fucking women, have standards.
You
So
should.
when
Should
you're
always
when
have
you're fucking with
standards.
304s, what do your standards are fucking low. So that's why we're trying to.
Well, I'm
create
saying
better
when it,
fucking
I think Billy
households.
brought up a good point when it comes to using, like, some dude is a really good dude, but this woman is just using him, and they don't realize it, or maybe they realize it, but they just accept it, even though they're in a relationship or this or that. I'm saying purely if you like, hey, I'm hanging around with all these girls, I know they're using me for something, but I'm also using them for something as well. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. Like, just be aware of it. Be aware, recognize that, like, hey, these girls are using you. If that's something you want to do for fun or whatever it is, I think personally that's fine, because at least you're aware of it. You're not falling in love. You're not catching feelings for these types of girls. But if you're in a relationship and you're taking it real seriously, this girl you want to someday marry perhaps, which I don't recommend, but if you do and she's using you, but you're a good dude to her, you treat her very well, you're not fucking around with other chicks and stuff like that, then yes. Now that's fucked up. Don't be doing that as a quote unquote transactional way, but
That's parasite behavior.
yeah, see that's the difference. But I'm saying if like, hey, I just want to hang out with some hot chicks, whatever. I know they're using me for something, so I'm gonna use them for something. But you're very well aware of it. You understand it. You understand these girls ain't gonna be housewives because they cannot be fucking housewives. You cannot make them a housewife. I think personally, my opinion is okay because the man's aware of it, the girl's aware of it, and you want to do something fun.
I still can't see it as like in a way childish for a dude.
I guess childish, but it depends what you look for in life. A lot of people look to get married, and a lot of people just like, hey, I want to stay single and just fuck around. have fun.
Okay. So let me make this fucking very crystal clear. Don't get married in Western Hemisphere. Don't get married.
Unfortunately, that's a lot of men, yo.
Get married traditionally, spiritually. Don't get married with the government. Okay, you can have a girl and be serious with a chick and live with her and not fucking get married, man. Okay. I know sometimes a judge he'll throw out the prenups out, but still you can still get. But like honestly, man, I think one day a guy's gonna be like, all right, I just need to settle down with a chick that I can see as something serious, To all right, of course, yeah, you brought up a great point, but I feel like that's gonna be a short term thing for a dude to be like he's gonna mess around. And like honestly,
It could be. It depends how, I guess,
if a guy has a
comfortable you are
if a
with
guy has a
yourself.
rotation with multiple women, that's gonna be exhausting. If he's doing it
No,
for so many
well,
years, bro.
That's up to you. I'm
I-
just
I
saying,
don't
if you
know.
want to go talk to a chick, have some fun, that's it.
I think
You're on to the next one, but you're very well aware of what you are doing. It's not like, okay, a lot of these dudes fall into a trap of, okay, I'm gonna be in a relationship with this girl, I'm gonna get married to her, and then they find out that the girl's just using them, but they're kind of on the fence about it. I don't know if she's using me. Maybe she is. Maybe she's not. But you're really trying to be in a relationship with her and stuff like that. No, I make it crystal clear. Hey, I just want to have some fun. And if I'm feeling you, I'm going to tell you, hey, I'm feeling you. Personally, me, that's just my opinion. There are going to be hoes out there, regardless of whether we sit here and preach about this, and the third, whatever it is. There are always going to be hoes out there.
Well, yeah.
So if you're fine with that, you're
we
fine
can't,
with
we
that.
can't control. We can only control us three. That's it.
Two things.
But I
We
do
have
agree
to
with
do-
Isaac's point as well.
We have to do better as men to not fall into these traps that these women lay. And what do I mean by
Oh,
traps?
there's a lot.
How they portray themselves. If they look like a hoe or a whore, if they look like a whore, they sound like a whore, they act like a whore,
Most likely, they're not a whole.
most likely they're a whore. Right? You want you want faithful, loyal, yours. At the end of the day, yours.
Yeah, if you're,
And
if
respect,
you're
right?
looking to get in relationships and all that stuff, yes.
Don't fall for the fucking trap, man. Don't fall for it.
You ain't gonna change it, bro, and believe me, you ain't.
Nah, because
Ain't
the
gonna
fucking
change.
30 dudes before you tried, they couldn't.
Maybe the 50 or 60 dudes before you.
And the fucking 50 or 60 after you, they're not going to change it either.
So look at nature, guys. Look at nature. a poison dart frog.
But that's how dumb guys are,
some,
man.
Some
You think
animals.
we could do it.
Some animals out there.
I know a few personally,
some-
man.
Some animals out there are poisonous. Guess what? What do
Well,
they have? They have
they're
they,
not hoes,
they have
but-
multiple colors, right? What do the mine girls do? They have rainbow hair. They have a lot of different red flags. Those are some red flags, man.
Yeah, they look pretty, but believe me, bro,
Just because they're
fucking toxic.
they're toxic like those poison dart frogs that are rainbow fucking colors. What
Yeah,
the
you
fuck
look
is
at the dart
rainbow
frog,
hair,
like,
right?
oh wow, it's
Look,
frog
look
looks
at
nice.
look at the signs. Look at the signs. You know.
But you touch it, it's fucking poisonous.
You know, there's something that my mom told me my whole life growing up, and I didn't realize what it meant until a few years ago, when it was too late.
Well, at least you learn.
You want to know what my mother,
You know.
a woman, said to me? Don't ever marry. It's cheaper just to live with them.
Yeah. And
My mother said that to me my
Look,
whole life.
Our parents are kind of traditional, man. I'm not gonna lie. Our parents are pretty traditional.
No, fuck that traditional shit. I don't give a fuck if it was 6 years ago. It's still fucking valid to this day.
Well, yeah, it's definitely
It's
still
still valid
relevant,
to this
but
day.
women like to disagree. That's why I like to point that particular
yeah.
thing out.
And his mom told me that, and I remember that quote still. When his mom told me that, you know.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
Shout out to Lisa. We love you, mom.
Shout out, mom.
absolutely.
Oh man,
Absolutely crazy, isn't it?
there's a lot I could go on about, but
Oh, there's a moose about the hoose. Yeah.
so I'm not Canadian.
Oh, no Canucks here. Well, if you are
Shout out
a
to
Canuck and you are
Canucks, though.
listening, though, we
Actually, no, they left
we
this ass country.
appreciate you.
All right,
I mean, yeah, thanks
gonna
for
go-
listening to us, but still left
I'm
this
gonna
ass
take a quick
fucking.
bathroom break. I'm sorry, but yeah.
Man, we can't do bathroom breaks. You gotta piss your pants.
Fuck you.
Isaac's got the bladder of a fucking child. It's fine.
Honestly, he does. Every time he comes over, he's like, dude, I got piss. Like, I know. That's the first thing he does.
Honestly, should we get him some like fucking diapers or something? You know?
Huh?
Maybe we should get him some like diapers. You know?
I was thinking that,
Well, you too, though, man. You fucking get up to piss all the time too.
Yeah, when you're drinking a bit, I drink fucking half a gallon of water all day, and then I drink energy drink, which is 0 sugar monster, by the way.
Whoa.
Not heavy sugar ones.
All right.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pee a couple times.
Yeah. I got some liquid IV going in my water jug right now.
Oh.
I'm a little under the weather, so I'm trying to stay hydrated. So I got a half gallon here with some liquid IV in it.
Yeah, that's good. At least it ain't prime, bro. You don't want to drink that prime shit. That's no buenos.
What, the prime, like the Gatorade primes, or like the energy drink ones?
I don't want to even shout it out, but fuck it, everyone knows it anyway. Logan Paul and KSI and shit. You don't want to drink those. They're not good, man. Not good. A lot of people buy them just because of the branding.
All the kids
Branding
love
is
them.
important. I know, dude. You go to the UK, bro. Get them for fucking. Get them for like $1,000, dude. When they're low on stock. Seriously. The dude on, I think he's in the UK, based in the UK. He has an Instagram page and it's like his fucking Quickie Mart or whatever the hell it is, and he's like got the rare primes and shit. People drive 2, 3, 4, 5 hours just to go get some fucking prime, man. Don't be drinking that shit. Just drink liquid IV, man.
The
It's
same
better for ya.
place where they go to a food truck where the dude serves potatoes, and you bring him bags of chips or like something, and he'll like make it for you, and you still pay him to do it for you. You ever seen those?
No.
Oh, dude, it's crazy. Like he has a whole like
That in the UK?
Yeah, dude, it's a whole food truck, and you know how like we have like nacho bars here, bro. This is a fucking potato bar. He literally will just take a spud, split it open, and just fucking butter and cheese and bacon bits and brickle brackle and you right, and then people will bring him like potato chips and shit. I don't know.
So fucking weird.
I would try it.
Does it work?
I would try it. Oh, well, it's
If it
fucking,
works, it works.
It's fucking popular, man.
Then
A lot
it
of-
works. Hey, can't argue.
But not something you would see over here in the States, though. No.
No,
we,
actually,
we got
I've-
taco trucks. We
Yeah.
got barbecue trucks. Yeah, no, we're not doing
We got Arab trucks.
fucking spud vans. No.
Yeah, I never heard of that, man. Hey, it works. It works, though. I ain't hating. I ain't no hater. I'm not a pro hater tonight, so it works. It works. That's that. Sounds like a pretty cool
Right.
idea, though.
Hey, Isaac, you changed your diaper yet? The fuck you doing?
I don't know, man. Hey,
Bush.
we're moving on to the next one
Bollocks.
because this is all about. Man, I hope I get this right. It's a omnivore, carnivore versus fucking what are you, vegans, vegetarians? Both same thing, difference? I don't know.
Nerds. Well, we are kind of getting towards the end of the episode, so I was thinking maybe we just kind of go on our mental health topic and talk about that for quite a bit, yeah?
Just get some apple juice.
Yeah, all right. Fucking toddler.
Shit. Well, yeah,
I mean, so
no
we're an hour into the show, which is it's pretty good.
Yeah, we're making good
yeah,
time.
good guys.
If we don't have any topics we don't talk about tonight, we'll push them to next week because they're always relevant. You know?
100%. And apologies for the delay in episodes. By the way, some of us couldn't handle liquid courage, so
Yeah, you know, we're also busy on the side. We don't do this full time, at least not yet. So, but we appreciate you guys tuning in and just sticking with us, man. So
Yeah.
the timestamp now. But we got more topics coming.
Roger that. So we're coming towards the end of the episodes, guys. Mental health. That is what we're gonna go over at the end of every episode. I think for the most part we have done a good job at that.
Oh yeah, we talked about a lot of stuff, man. You guys should go check out the older episodes too if you're new.
Totally. Well, before we get into that, where can you find our old episodes? Where can you find us?
All right.
You know,
Ru-
I'm
Rumble,
this away.
TikTok, YouTube, Facebook,
And don't
Instagram.
forget Spotify, baby.
Oh, and Spotify. So
Yo!
6 fucking platforms.
We are now on fucking Spotify, man, which you guys should
Spotify.
definitely go and check out.
Hell
The newest one is Rumble. You know.
All right, what's Rumble for those casual viewers?
So Rumble is a platform that was created out of to fight against the Biden administration because the censorship in the world.
Oh, you mean the woke far leftists?
Right, but it's so funny how Mark.
No,
Zucker-
use
it's-
woke, man.
oh, it's so
We're not
funny.
using that
as
word
soon,
no more.
As soon as Trump wins, Mark Zuckerberg is now on our side again. Oh wow, I wonder why? Because he follows.
Yeah,
the money,
dude.
Of
He
course.
started working out, man. He's on carnivore diet. Bro changed his fucking dress code and everything, dude.
Carnivore diet. What the fuck?
Hardcore, bro.
He's
He ain't
he's
me.
fucking molted. He's conforming to the
Yeah.
society. now.
He's no more a beta lizard, dude. He's an actual man now. He's
He's-
got testosterone flowing through his fucking
cyborg,
veins.
right?
He's an alpha lizard now.
Yes. There we go.
No emotion.
He changed his whole ideas, man.
So-
Good for you.
You did forget one platform, and it was Instagram. You can't
No,
find
I
us-
said
I did
Instagram.
say Instagram. Yeah, I did.
well, it's something that's easily forgotten about, anyways. We got to get some more content.
No, it is.
Man,
yeah.
there's plenty of content you guys go check out on there, man.
It's
We
the
got
mo-
workout videos. We got
it's the
food
mo-
videos. We even got alcohol videos for those of you that
Unfortunately, it's the most
sometimes
dead,
drink.
yeah.
Drink responsibly, by the way.
Yeah. So, in case viewers weren't aware, these two can't cook for fucking shit. But
I cook every day.
I just can cook. I can cook too, man. I'm a fucking pro.
Whoa, whoa.
Honestly,
whoa.
I beat Gordon
You did a
Ramsay
gun
at
there.
cooking. Okay.
Yeah? You want to say that to,
I'm-
to the
I'm-
camera?
Yeah, why? When you guys see them videos of me cooking, man, I whip it up in the kitchen. Believe me.
Man, I don't
Those
know
videos
what
are
the
actually me,
fuck
but
you
it's
talking
fine.
about.
So, I actually went over. I meal prepped for the week this week, and I mean, I kept it simple, dude. I like flavor though with my shit. So, brother Isaac took some clips of me prepping and the final product of my meal prep.
By the way,
And,
we did a taste test. That shit was fire. Not gonna lie.
Thank you.
Very good.
It's high in protein, high in fats, and moderate carbs. That's all you need.
Moderate carbs, guys.
So thanks
those
for
of you not
that.
on
We
carnivore.
will we
Shit,
we
war
will
on carbs.
we will get that content uploaded here shortly, and we got some crazy shit in the works, man.
Real quick. There was a personal trainer that came to my job, and we were going at it the other day.
Were you fucking?
That'd be
God,
kind of cool.
let me make this more specific, not broad. Right? We're going at it about our diets.
So
between
were you
each other.
fucking?
About our diets. Okay.
All right.
He was a
Oh,
handsome
man.
fucking dude. Yeah, but
Damn.
he was
So
jacked.
so you weren't fucking.
No, but
Well, I would.
Okay.
Fucked him then.
we both went at it though.
Yeah, Justin.
Pretty
Good
hard.
girl.
We went at pretty hard to each other. Yeah. I mean, well, you know. Yeah. So
Yeah, there you
about the diet.
That answers your question.
What about
bro.
like moderate carbs versus like no carbs like me?
Did you play tummy sticks with him?
And I ate Tums, yeah. So
Look at
Oh, that's crazy.
Never mind.
so yeah, that's the thing. Like he was like, "Whoa, man! Like when you finish your workout, you need some kind of carbs to replenish the glucose stores and all that." You know, I'm like, we're going at it, so you know, that's up in the air. Who knows?
I mean, yeah, he's not lying.
Who really
But,
knows? Who really
you know,
Yeah,
knows?
no, but I mean, carbs are essential pre-workout. But
Yes.
you know, they're gonna fuel your workouts.
Well, he was saying after though. He said after is more important.
Afterwards,
It's even more
I don't know.
important, he said.
I would have to do research in somebody who is very knowledgeable.
He looked great. But
somebody
still,
with a
still.
kinesiology
You can look great in
degree,
like, you know,
possibly to be a personal trainer, right? Hey, let them, or like a nutritionist, tell me, hey, you're gonna need carbs.
Depends what kind of nutritionist, homie.
Hey, well, what are your body goals, bro?
So if they're fat as fuck and they're a nutritionist, I mean,
But the thing is, like, and that's a whole nother
They're
rabbit hole.
probably the head of a government
So-
somewhere over in fucking Europe
yeah, Pritzker.
So since we're
or in the States.
I want to give you guys a sneak peek. I got a great topic about this next week about the different kinds of diets. But yeah, like it's just the thing, man. Like, you can look great, but you might be eating something bad. Who knows? You could be dirty bulky. You could be eating processed food and have a great fucking body, man. That's something we'll dive into next week. You know.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fucking fantastic topic.
We'll
I
do
think
that
all
next
three of us
week.
got a lot of different opinions about that stuff.
Yeah, I've dipped my hand in plenty of those different diets, and they've done different things for my body. So
Yeah, they do.
I got the experience that's with those. But yeah, so we've got some crazy shit working in the fucking lab for you guys, man. On the Facebook page, left a little hint out there. Stay tuned. We are going to have some cool shit for you guys, you viewers. So I will
Which-
say no more. I will
Probably
say
a
no
good
less.
time right now if you made it this long in the video. You should probably go ahead and like or dislike, and also subscribe, man. Make sure you guys comment too.
No matter what, you should share, repost,
Show your family, show your friends.
retweet if that's even a thing. Oh no, that's X, right? Yeah. You know, fuck it. Get us out there, man. Get us out there. But yep, some fucking awesome shit in the works, dude.
Make sure you
Really
hit that bell
excited for it.
notification, man, so you guys know. You always keep up to date on what we're talking about, what we're discussing, new episodes, next episodes, everything. Go ahead. I'll give you guys a minute. All right, cool.
Brother,
That was a quick ass minute. All right,
Yeah,
guys.
that's all. How long it takes. All you gotta do is. There you go. Boom. Subscribe. Bell notification on.
10-4. Guys, mental health subject of the night to take us away. Isaac, what you got?
So the topic for tonight is the importance of an internal clock.
Oh, I'm glad you asked. So, what that means...
I was just saying the topic, but that means, in quote unquote, he wants to start off.
I will.
Go
Thank you.
ahead, brother Billy.
So, what Brother Isaac means by the importance of an internal clock. You got to get some type of rhythm for your body going, okay? If you wake up at fucking different hours of the day every day, that's not steady. That's not rhythmic. That's not a routine. It's unorganized, all right?
You're scattered.
Yeah, you're scattered, right? So first and foremost, guys, people fuck up on sleep all the time, all right? I'm guilty of it myself, but that's because my work schedule sometimes makes it kind of hard.
Mm-hmm.
Sleep is the number one most important thing for men's mental health. It really is. Without sleep, we go fucking crazy.
Or you just feel like dog shite.
Yeah, which is going to lead you to be going fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Not just
So
feeling like shit, but you're gonna have an unproductive day.
100%. Now, let's say the average person listening, they work banker's hours, 9 to 5, or they work 7 to 3, or, 8 to 4, whatever, something like that, right? You got to pick a time to wake up every day that gives you enough time to take in hydration, water, take your medications, get your mind and your body right, get some food in you, breakfast. You can't just fucking, example, take a car off of a lot without getting it looked at. You're not going to know what the fucking issues are. Okay? Let's say you take it off the lot and there's no fucking gas in the tank. You're not going anywhere, are you? No? So you go back to that same lot and do it again the next day with a different car. You're not going to have productivity. You're not going to go far. You're just going to keep changing fucking cars until you find one, right? No. Take that one car, fix it up, make it yours, make it right, put some gas in it. Now you're on your fucking way. Okay? That is what you got to do with your bodies, guys. You have one body. Take care of it, right? You need to set up your internal clock to your standard of living. Me personally, I work 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. I work the second shift. It's the same 8 hours as anyone else, they say, right?
Is the steady's always the same?
Man, no, dude. It's different.
You never work AMs, do you?
I used to for a couple years on and off.
Yeah, I remember Billy.
I
He slept like 3 hours that one night.
Hell yeah. I fucking hated it.
He had to be up insanely early.
I hated working
Right,
first
because your
shift.
body's so conditioned.
Yeah, my body is conditioned for the 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. work shift. Okay. So, to me, granted, I don't have to stay over and work overtime, which doesn't happen that often for me anymore by
I'm gonna say
force,
something after this.
which is nice. I got to pick a time that I can wake up every day, routine, do what I got to do, get it done, kind of have that time to myself before I go in and give myself for the workplace, okay? Once my body gets in a routine, I'm going to start feeling better overall. Clarity, mental health, physical health, everything is going to fall in line.
Yeah, you're ready to take on the day, man. You're ready to kill it.
100%. So, like right now, I'm waking up anywhere between 12 and like 1:30 at the absolute latest. So, am I kind of a hypocrite right now? I mean,
No,
No.
because it depends on your hours, bro.
yeah, I don't think I'm
No,
being much
no,
of a
no.
hypocrite because my alarm is set for 12:30 every day. Some days it's like, you know what? I took care of what I had to take care of for today last night. I'm going to get another half hour of sleep, then I'm going to get up, right? That's a little treat and reward for myself for being productive, right? Okay? But no matter what, I'm getting up in that time frame, no matter what.
Right.
Right?
See, and that's what matters. Like, your hours vary from, maybe a lot of different people, but you're still productive regardless. Whether you wake up at 12, 1:30, whatever it is, you're still killing it. You're working out. You're making your meals. You're being productive throughout the entire fucking week, and honestly, even the weekend.
Yeah. I mean, granted, I work weekends. I have a rotating schedule now, but
Yeah. You also got the kids too, man. You want
Well, that's that right there. I can't sleep till 12, 1, 1:30, and
Yeah.
when I got a couple of little ones
Yeah,
running
dude.
around, I'm getting up with them at 7, 8 in the morning, taking my son to school, hanging out with my daughter till I go to work,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
But those are
But I think the main key point or takeaway from that is you're productive all throughout the week and even the weekends including.
I gotta be, yeah. I have programmed myself to be that way, yeah.
Right. Especially with your job as well. It's not like you're just you're not working, you're being a bum and just you want to sleep till 12, 1, 2, you know what I mean, just
Right.
for the fuck of it.
Right.
The brain likes predictability, man. It likes that rhythm and
Mhm.
that fucking shit, so scientifically
there's
speaking.
the big difference between waking up at 12 p.m. and not having a job for the rest of the day and still not doing nothing between like you wake up at 12 and you got a job in the next hour. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Right.
Yeah.
That's a huge difference. For me personally, like at my job, we obviously we speak broad terms. We don't exploit ourselves or nothing. At my job, you can be scattered out. You can work 5 a.m. and tomorrow you can work fucking 5 p.m. I said fuck that. Fuck you guys. I gave my availability form purposely. I said, look, I work afternoons and that's it. And guess what? Boss was like, well, Isaac, man, like, how am I supposed to like give you more hours if no, you'll figure it out. And guess what? Bitch figured it out. I worked these hours and that's it. You put me on that. You'll figure it out. You want me to make money here? You'll figure it out. And that's exactly what she did.
I will say it's
I put
nice that
yeah.
your job, your work field, allows you to have some flexibility in your working hours, like you pick, right?
No, but she bitched at first about it.
Oh, of course, because it's not what they want, right?
That's what
Like,
they want,
hey,
right. She
you,
bitched out, but
I
she
work
figured
here.
it out.
This is what I'm
Well,
going to be
I mean,
available with.
You'll figure it out, and she sure as hell did.
It's fucking shitty when you usually work like afternoons or something. You start in the afternoon, and then someone's like, "Hey, can you come in at like 5 a.m.?" Bitch,
No.
you
Said no.
fucking crazy, dude. Like, what? You sleep 2 hours and go to like? No, you're fucking nuts. Unless it's your own business and you're successful off of it, or you're becoming successful off of it, then okay, fine, different. But for another company,
to this whole
not worth it,
to this
at least
whole
to me.
fucking topic, talking about routine and rhythm. I literally did that purposely because I know the brain, the body does not. You do not optimize your fucking time in your life properly if you're all over the fucking place. No,
Yeah,
you
you're
need a
sloppy.
fucking rhythm.
Yeah, it's
you need
sloppy.
a fucking rhythm. So all these people out there, these old timers that are 65 and older, they wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning. Okay, cool.
Boomers.
For you. Right, cool for you. But guess what? We all have 24 hours in a day. Going back to Andrew Tate, he wakes up 11 a.m. every day. He still fucking makes his money and he still does the things he has. We all have 24 hours in a day. It doesn't matter. How many fucking people work on the fucking work construction? They do the third shift. Are they any more shitty than the guy that works up at fucking 3 a.m.? No.
no,
No,
they're still
man.
getting shit
They
done,
both-
man.
they
It's
both
just-
make this fucking
It's just
good
when
money.
people are mostly sleeping or getting
No.
off of work.
So fuck
what I
all,
mean?
fuck all this. Oh, you're different. Oh, you're
No,
you're
dude,
criticized
you-
because you wake up at this.
You
got to
get up at 4 a.m. You got to work out for an hour, and then after you did your 2,000 push-ups, you got to fucking go drink shit tons of water, and then you got to have your breakfast, and by 7:30, you're in there taking a shit, and then after you're done taking a shit, it's 7:45. You better be out there fucking reading a book at 2 times speed, and then after that, it's 8 o'clock. No, guys, no.
It's
Just
not
as long as you're
fucking-
getting all your
no.
shit done that you need to throughout the day or throughout the night if you do work nights or whatever that is, you're still getting shit done. Okay, so don't let anyone try to sit here and convince you that you got to be up at 4, 3, 5 in the morning because they said so, because they got so much shit to do in the day. You know,
Now, guys,
it's like entrepreneurs, you know?
guys, let me give you another. Let me
100%.
give you
Those
another.
YouTube vids.
So stories are persuasive. Let me give you guys another story real quick, and I want to say this. This is for my fucking Gen Zers, my newest generation young kids. Okay, there's a Gen
Gross.
Zer, whatever you want to call him, Gen Z, Gen A, whatever the fuck.
You got any games?
He works with me.
That's Sigma.
He works with me at work, right? He's 20 years old. He's like 21 years old, 20 years old, right? He's like, I asked him, I was like, what do you want to be when you get older?
Can we play Fortnite?
he said, he said, I'm gonna be an entertainer and a content creator. You know.
I hope it does.
I was like, okay, cool. Do you have any other plans, like a plan B, plan C? He said, no, that's gonna be it. I'm like,
Does that come with a 401k or something? Like a pension?
The hell are those?
but he works with me on my job, right?
Bruh.
But I said, look, man, like that's all cool and all, but you need to, like, for example, I'm an entertainer too. I play in the band. I get paid to do it. But guess what? Am I relying on it? No. You need to have another plan lined up.
So
You know what I'm saying?
So
I'm saying what he's doing is not good.
So you're saying that you play in bands, you're a musician, you're an
Right.
entertainer,
And he
right?
does that as well.
But that's not your career.
No, it's something I'm pursuing. It's
something you
I would quit
pursue-
everything if I can make it in that. But
right.
he's
but as of right now, is
he's
that your
put all-
career? No.
No, it's not,
Is-
right.
No, it's not. You will not get a retirement fund or a pension from it, right? Is what I'm hearing.
Okay, let's
You're gonna get money from it now.
let's not say
Right?
that because the
Well,
the,
no, I'm saying
the
right now in
outcome-
this second. Not,
yeah,
I'm,
okay,
I'm,
sure,
I'm not
but-
saying down the line, right? Because like you said, you gotta have options, right?
yeah.
You gotta have options,
That's what I'm
man.
saying. You have to have something lined up. If that doesn't work out, that's what I'm trying to say.
Right. And
He has all his eggs in one basket is the problem.
dude, he loses that
Yeah.
basket. He's got no fucking eggs left.
The thing
Right.
is, a lot of kids nowadays, especially them Gen Zers, they all want to be influencers, fitness gurus, and all this kind of stuff. And it's
Watch
like,
me play Fortnite.
yeah, it's gonna be absolutely, dude.
whatever
There's
it
a
is.
fucking school on how to
What
be
the
good at
fuck ever
Fortnite.
it
Like
is.
that's
Whatever
how
it
cringe
is.
it is nowadays. And
Fortnite's fucking dog shit, by the way.
But the problem is they can't
It's
all.
somewhat
they-
fun, I
the
will
problem
admit.
with you Gen Zers, you cannot all make a living out of it.
yeah, man,
You guys all can't.
you really got to stand out. And I know it's hard not to, because you see a lot of these people who make literally shit content, like absolute slop, dog shit, garbage, and they become famous off of it.
I don't know if
And
you
it's
guys- I
like,
don't know if you
you're
guys
not gonna,
remember-
you could or could not be the next guy, but making it as an entire like definitive, okay, you're gonna do this. Like, it's good that you believe in it and stuff like that, and you should always believe in yourself. But at the same time, you have no skills lined up, and hypothetically, you end up not doing that kind of content or whatever, any content at all. What the fuck are you gonna do?
Like guys, before social media was popular, right? We were growing up. Obama was our president. He got on the fucking podium. He said to all the young people, "You guys are not all gonna be the next Lil Wayne." He said that on the podium. He said that. And even though I don't really like him, I think you guys are not all gonna be next Lil Wayne.
goats, bro.
In 2009, Lil Wayne was hot. In 2009, he was the president. He said, "You guys are not all gonna be the next Lil Wayne. You guys are not all gonna be the next content creators or Fortnite, fucking whatever you want to call it."
George W. Bush was my president. I don't know about no Obama.
Yeah, when we threw a shoe at him.
Oh, yeah,
Just kidding, that wasn't us, bro.
That was the Arabians.
Was it?
Yeah, it was some guy.
I
He was
had no
pissed.
idea.
He threw both his shoes at him.
Bro,
Both of them.
he didn't just throw. He took them off, then threw at him.
And guess what? No, he did. And I was impressed with George Bush because he ducked really good. You can go watch the video right now. It's on YouTube 16 years
Yeah,
ago.
still
You
on
want to try
YouTube.
that again, motherfucker?
Still on YouTube.
Yeah, still on there. You guys should definitely go watch that. It's funny.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of George Bush, he drives. He still gets to drive a car. He drives his own pickup truck on his own land in Texas. If you guys didn't know about that, fun fact about George Bush, he's the only
yeah,
president.
nobody-
He's the only president to this day that still drives on his own land.
I remember playing on mini clips. You remember that
Gosh,
website?
damn, dude.
Dude, there was the one where like terrorists were like invading the White House, and Condoleezza Rice had a fucking Uzi, and then she's blasting them all in the Oval Office, and then you go to like the fucking main stairway, and
Yeah.
and George W.
Bro.
Bush has like a fucking M16.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
he's
yeah. It was like on one of those websites, like Addicting Games and
yeah,
and,
dude.
yeah,
Mini
mini clips, all
clips,
that
bro.
shit. Yeah.
I used
Skull
to,
Man.
I used
Yeah,
to do
with
that.
the chainsaw, Skullboy or some shit.
Skullboy. That's
Yeah,
what
with the
it was.
chainsaw.
I remember having
Bro.
computer lab in fucking like junior high and like high school, and
We'd
I'm
all,
like, I'm not fucking doing what they want me to do. I'm gonna go play mini clips, dude.
Yeah, we're
Right.
sneak games on
No,
there.
that's what I would do was I'll play the fucking PC game, and then I go on another tab and open some music, and then go back and play the fucking game.
Hell yeah.
I have some like Linkin Park or some shit.
That
playing,
was
you
our
know?
fucking brain rot back in the day. Playing that shit, like Falling Bush or something.
we had no-
Yeah,
you
dude.
you
And
throw
we-
Bush's like ragdoll off
And
a,
guess
a
what?
building or something.
Yeah.
It was so
We
weird.
had no cell phones. We had flip
Well,
phones.
we had
I
flip
mean,
phones, and it was.
but we
I
didn't
had
have
a
internet.
Motorola Razor.
Well, we
Well, I
didn't
did
have.
too.
Fucking sweet.
Remember
You know,
that
I
shit,
still
dude.
have
You
mine. I
kids
still
don't
have
know
mine.
about that. Look up the Raze, man. This shit's sick.
I still have my Samsung flip phone. I found it the other day. I still have it.
No way.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know
do.
what
I
happened to
still have
my my Nextel. I think it was a Nextel.
I
I got my
Dude, I
first
swear to
phone
God,
at 10 years old.
I fucking opened it.
Can you hear me now?
The other day.
Good. Yeah.
I fucking opened it. I look at all those photos from like 15 years ago. I'm like, Jesus Christ, how the fuck did I look at this? I couldn't. It was like in 240p.
Bro,
How the fuck did I look at this?
I had hair
That
back
shit
then.
was cool, bro.
That was a long time ago.
I don't know how.
Yeah,
I, was able
I
to
do remember
read
Billy
this
having
shit.
hair. That was crazy. He had like some JB hair going too.
I did, dude. I had a
That is
fucking
crazy.
mop head going.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I do
Nah,
remember. Yeah.
he's completely bald, man. He's got the white man.
Yeah,
look.
me and Billy play football together. You know. So, yeah.
Thanks. Thank you, brothers.
Sidekicks and razors and foot. Oh man.
B team, but yeah.
So thanks for a
Fuck,
little
dude.
nostalgia there.
yeah,
But
yeah, you gotta have some.
Nah, I had to
And-
humor you, man.
as far as getting a rhythm down for your body, you get a rhythm down for your mind. Your body's gonna follow suit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
You listen to somebody like Justin was saying. You need to wake up at 3:37 in the morning, and you need to take in 24 ounces of water immediately. Dude, shut the fuck up, man.
Like, I think you could be successful without doing those kinds of things. Man. You put in the work, and whether you stay up late or you wake up in the afternoon, work late, you know, these guys just do it it's just for content, man. Basically, actors and just do it for content.
I'm not gonna fucking wake
old
up
heads,
at
though.
3:30
Andrew Tate
in
ain't
the
waking up
morning.
at 3 in the morning doing all that kind of shit, telling you, hey, here's how you be successful. So you got to do these. No, man. Just fucking work hard, work smart.
I'm still up at 3:30 in the morning. I'm
Yeah, I
not
know.
starting my fucking day at
We all
3:30
kind
in
of
the
stay
morning.
up late, man. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
We all
Yeah,
stay up
dude.
pretty late.
I prefer to work in the afternoons. Yeah.
Other than these episodes that we
Right.
do.
I like working in the afternoons because, one, I don't have to worry about getting enough fucking sleep to go back to work.
Right.
Because generally I can be up late and get 6 to 8 hours, maybe more. And cool, I'm going back into fucking work. When I get off work, guess what? The world's asleep. It's just me. I love that. I love the peace that brings.
Right.
Right now, a lot of people are sleeping,
point,
but
good point.
you know,
I like being awake when the rest of the world is asleep because, to me, that's my peace time.
I think a lot of people would agree because I think the same thing. And I think it's the night owl versus early birds or whatever. I think it's just in each person's kind of their DNA in a way. That's what I think, scientifically speaking.
Dude, that's how my fucking brother is.
Like,
I mean,
that's just how some people are. Like, you and I
midnights.
could wake up early. Like, we all could. You know,
I
like
have
early
for a
as
long
fuck.
time.
Yeah,
And
I'm-
what was crazy about that though, dude? When I would wake up early and I would get off at like 3 p.m., I had the rest of the fucking day to be in my own head. I hated that. I hated that shit. I was sitting in my fucking apartment just reminiscing all the bad things that ever happened to me in my fucking life. Why? Because I got off at 3 p.m. I had the majority of my day done and over with, starting at 6 or 7 in the morning, 3 p.m. till fucking midnight. I am just sitting here being a miserable bastard. Why?
Say you aren't productive enough.
But also this was also when everyone else was awake and they needed things from me. When I didn't want to give them the energy or the time of day because it wasn't worth it to me at the time. So I decided I'm going to go work second shift. Why? Because I'm going to be at work where the majority of my time basically I can convert the time being in my own head into being at fucking work. I can make myself productive by working a different shift. Being a shift worker is not easy, man. It's not. And it's not easy on spouses or family members either. Because, like I said, most of the population they have fucking banker's hours, dude. 9 to 5s and shit.
Yeah, I mean,
You
dude,
know?
my dad's up at like 3, 4 in the morning.
Yeah,
He's been doing that for like 30 plus years.
fuck
You
off.
know what I mean? Like,
You
but
know, that's not
he's
for
used
me.
to it, dude. Like that.
Yeah.
That's just him. That's
You know-
actually probably a lot of our parents back in the day. That's just
His 3 or
how
4
they
in the
were
morning is my 7, 8, 9 a.m. for me. I'm up. That's early for me.
yeah. Believe me, yeah. I gotta agree, bro. I mean, if you gotta wake up at 4 or 5, there's nothing wrong with that. But I just think everyone kind of pushing that on someone, saying, "Hey, you're not gonna be successful unless you wake up at 5 a.m. and start doing 3,000 push-ups and reading an audiobook on 2 times speed." Dog, just do what you gotta do. Get what you gotta get done. You know, plan what you gotta plan. All that kind of stuff. You run your own business or whatever you're doing, just fucking do it. Get it done.
Well said.
Think smart, and you know, you wake up, like I said, Andrew Tate, Isaac said it earlier, brother Isaac, he said, hey, he wakes up at 11 a.m. For a lot of people, that would be like, geez, that guy wakes up at 11 a.m. That's pretty late. Well, yeah, he also doesn't work a fucking 9 to 5 banker hours. You know, you're up at 6, 5, 7 in the morning. You know, you get off at 3 or 2, whatever. He's working all throughout the day, and he probably works also throughout the night as well. So it just depends on you, man. Your personal lifestyle, what you want to achieve, and things like that. What you got to do
100%.
throughout
You
the
can
day.
still
If you
get
can
a
do
fuck-
something at the night, then
You can still get a normal job working fucking any hours you want, anyways. Like, dude, come on.
I mean, yeah, you know, I guess I kind of agree with that, but it depends. Someone like Billy, who's
That's why they call it first, second, third shift.
Billy's
dude.
government involved, so it's there's no leniency with that shit. You come in or that's it. We're gonna fuck you.
Yep.
Basically.
Yep.
Basically.
I mean,
So it
that's
depends.
on,
Like Isaac, you got the leniency where you can just tell, hey, yeah, I'm not doing that. But you're not gonna get fired or anything. So it
I mean,
really
well,
depends.
I put my availability form in, and I made them conform to it. I made them like, all right, this you need to follow this.
Yeah.
And you can suck my ass.
Don't be a
if you
slave
don't.
to your shitty job if you hate it.
I mean, I
which
don't know if
hope
Billy
you
did
don't,
that. I'm just
but-
saying that's what I did. I'm like, hey, I can only work these hours. You fucking make it work, and they make it work. You know.
Yeah, I should be able to. It's just what they do.
I mean, I don't know about Billy, but I'm just saying that's just obviously, my job is less strict than
Yeah.
his, but
It's pretty different for me. It's
Yeah,
it's
that's-
different for me than the rest of the fucking population. I'll be honest,
right.
but it is what it is in that aspect.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
So-
it's what you do. It's what you like doing. So you fucking deal with it. You stick it out and you deal with it. And
Pays the bills. My
That's
my
that.
my kids are proud of me for what I do, and I'm proud of what I do. So can't have more than that.
Right.
Yeah, we're
that's-
also proud of you,
That's
Billy.
your path. Yeah. You know.
Thanks, man.
I was proud of you, dude.
So,
Well,
yeah.
going around the table here, Isaac. Any final thoughts? Episode as a whole, the mental health. What you got, man?
This one was it was all over the place a little bit. We had a lot of good tangents, a lot of good side tangents, a lot of controversial things we were saying. Like I said, we hold women and men accountable equally, because, and like I said, my favorite quote is, "It begins and ends with the man." I'm gonna stick by
Mhm.
that. I said that many times. I'm gonna stick by that.
Nah, but she just wasn't the one, bro.
Yeah.
That's a bullshit saying. Stop telling yourself that.
You ever hear a guy say that
That's
he
'cause of you,
he
homie.
doesn't know any better?
It's because of you, bro.
You ever hear a guy say
It's
he
'cause of you.
doesn't know any better?
After the 10th one, I guess the 10th one just wasn't the one either, huh? No, it's probably you. Think about it.
And like I guess,
Jeez.
and
I
going
just
back,
had to throw that in there, bro.
and
'cause that
fin-
shit fucking irks me.
finishing off with the men's mental health topic, talking about how the routine stuff. Like, dude, you put yourself first before any of these companies that you work for, before anything, before you start a family. You have to put yourself first because it begins with the man,
Mhm.
and then once you're gone, it ends with you because you're gone. So
Sometimes
it begins and ends with the
you
man.
gotta be a bit selfish, bro. And you gotta be selfish in the right
No,
way.
you
It's
have
not
to be
just a
you
complete
have to be
dick or an asshole, but
So
selfish in
that
ways
could be
to
another
improve
topic.
yourself.
That could be another topic we could talk about because I would like to go in context about that because a lot of people would think, oh, why is this guy selfish? Why is he being?
Well,
People don't understand the details and the context.
everyone's
so that
gotta
could be
be
another. That could be a good topic about why men should be selfish in some times.
I don't like
you know?
calling it selfish though. I think that's just a label. That's a label that is
That's why this could be a good
confused.
topic. Yeah, that's why this can be a good
I
topic.
I like to call it. You're doing what you got to do, regardless of everyone else's fucking opinion.
No, yeah, that's
oh,
what
that
it
could be
is.
very fucking broad, yo.
This-
I like to
like I
say-
said, that's
see,
why
that's
this,
why I
this
say
could be a
selfish,
good topic
because
This
a
could be
lot of
good
people are
topic next
people
time.
fucking pleasers and this and that. It's like, dude, you gotta be selfish with your time because that's you improve upon yourself. And
Oh yeah, we
before
are.
you can offer yourself to others or relationships or loving and these types of things. But like Isaac said, we'll go into more depth about
Oh
that.
yeah. Next episode, that's gonna be a great one. We're gonna fucking
Yeah.
light the room up with that one first thing. Right
Yeah,
now,
that's why you guys should definitely hit that subscribe and that bell notification, man. So you guys are always up to date on our episodes. And if you haven't
I'll write
watched
that
our
down.
previous ones, go ahead and watch the previous ones, dude. You get a better idea of who we are and the things that we discuss. But we have a lot of topics, man. We got a lot of topics. A lot of topics
write
coming
that
your
down.
way. A lot of videos. Fitness, nutrition, dude. We're just going to fucking crank that out all summer, man.
Right the fuck on. Justin, any final thoughts on the episode?
No, those were my final thoughts. My final thoughts are just fucking hit the red button, man. Just hit it.
Hell yeah.
Takes literally 0.5 of a second. Just hit it. That's it. Boom. Done. Thanks.
Hit it.
Fuck yeah.
Hold on a second. He's talking about fucking YouTube. We're on 6 fucking platforms. Hit them on all fucking 6.
Go ahead.
7
Hit
of
the
them, all right?
rating one. Hit it. Go ahead. Just everything. Follow, like, subscribe, comment, ratings, everything. Follow us on everything, man. All social media platforms, even Rumble included.
Yeah. Right. Hit the like on Rumble. Hit the like on YouTube. Hit the like on Instagram. Hit the like on TikTok. Hit the like on Spotify. Hit the like on fucking on your fucking mom's account. All right, whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah,
to say,
dude. Take your parents' phone. Take your friends' phones. All that, dude. Just
on your family's account, on your girlfriend's account.
hit
on
follow
on your
and like
girlfriend's
and
account,
subscribe
all right?
on everything. Okay. And if you guys ever want to email us, you guys have any questions or topics that you want to discuss, man, hit us up at Brotivation12. 012?
It's Brotivation 012.
012. Brotivation012 at gmail.com, man. And we will answer those
Hit the
questions.
likes on your fucking on your girlfriend's account. Hit the likes on your mate's account. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, whatever you're into, man.
I hope you're into both.
Fucking right on, brothers. Right on. Guys, my final thoughts on the episode. Justin, you summed it up, bro. So thank you.
I appreciate
this
that,
was
man.
a good episode. I mean, I'm just tooting our own horn here, but
Very good. I you know what? I appreciate you guys sticking around to the end, and I
I-
hope you guys enjoyed it as well.
I took my own horn too, bro. You know,
yeah, no, I
That's
love
two
the
tits a
stuff
lot.
that we went over.
ego is filled.
And fellow Brotivators, we hope that we have given you
Big
some
big
insight,
Big ego.
some knowledge, and hopefully fueled your fucking egos, you pricks, right?
Some ego is good. Yeah.
Pretty much, man. You
To
guys got to
motivate
have
you.
some kind of ego. You know, well, especially as a man. You got to have some kind.
Don't be afraid to enter that fucking villain arc, though. I'll tell you that.
It depends what kind of villain are. As long as you're not hurting people or any of that stuff. Then okay, I mean, not like, physically or not that, But we
All right.
appreciate every single one of you guys tuning in.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate all the subscribers, man, all the comments, all of the great fucking stuff that you guys supply us with our platform.
Guys, till next time, it's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun.
I think so, man. I had a good time.
Yeah, fucking righto. All right.
I had a good time.
Guys, remember,
Eat
lift.
And conquer, baby.
Brotivation out.
out, motherfucker.
Peace.